What's up, guys? Today we are going to be installing a diff brace on my beat ass G35 drift build. You're going to need a 14mm, a 17mm socket, and a good ratchet. Don't have to be sockets, but we're doing this so the one little bolt that the diff does have in it doesn't snap off again. And my diff doesn't hit the ground anymore. So we're going to crack these two bottom right bolts loose on the diff. Bolts that come with the diff brace. The two that you're taking out, one is longer than the other. The bottom one, you're going to put the longer bolt in due to the brace being thicker like that, and then the smaller one will go through the other hole. And then you have a custom made bolt, 17mm, that goes through the subframe. It's specifically made. Holy shit, I can't even get it in there. Well, on a sedan, or not my gas tank, my trunk, and we'll see where that gets me, but that bolt is not going in right there. See, yeah, there's no room for that. So let's get a solution here. Solution: hammer. Specifically, this is on the sedans only. Oh my god, I honestly do not think I'm gonna be able to clear it. Being honest here. There's gonna have to be some heat involved in this for sure. I mean, I can get it in there, I think. I'm just gonna have to fucking beat it in there. Hey! Okay. We got somewhat of a solution here. Just beat the hell out of it and she's in. Just like that. Fuck yes. Hey! Okay. That problem is solved. Back to busting these bolts loose. Fuck. I will be right back. Definitely will. Fresh package. I think this is either upper control arms for the truck or frame sliders on the bike. I'm gonna make a video on that too today. Pretty much what this is gonna do is it's gonna give you a second mount for your diff on your G or Z. As you all know, the diffs and the G and Zs only have one bolt on the case that supports the rear end of the differential, and that has actually snapped on me and cost me a whole brand new exhaust. I kept the same diff in there. Diff was fine, but I had to put a new case on there. But this diff brace, hopefully, is going to save that from happening again. Hopefully. That's the objective here. And I'm not going to lie, looks like it might scrape a little bit. Also, if you get the other brand, I forgot what the other brand diff brace is called, but if you get that, it goes on the back of the subframe. If you get a subframe brace, it's not going to clear. It's just going to be in the way of your subframe brace. The Z one actually will clear pretty much everything you put on the car back here, supporting wise. Bolt in. So if you're having trouble, you're supposed to loosen the front differential bolts, these up here, and that'll make it a little easier to line the brace up and hold the diff up higher. I have recently did Z1 diff bushing, so I'm not having to do that. My diff is in the correct place, so the 17mm bolt is threading right on in there. And now that I'm thinking about it, you cannot use a ratchet and a socket for the top two bolts, so you can only use it on the bottom bolt. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some tools. Right back on the car. Here we go. It's easier to do this with a lift, obviously. But I am crippled right now, so no work for me. Cannot go to my job and use the lifts. Do not tighten one bolt before you get all of them snug, because I just messed up doing that. You're gonna end up having to redo it. But I'm gonna get this thing installed, and then I'll show you all how it looks when it's done. It's too close to the subframe. The brace isn't able to sit flush with the diff. So that is it right there. Tighten that sucker down. Tighten the bottom one down. I already got the 17 threaded in. This was literally a 10-minute job, guys. 10-minute job. Get you a damn 14 wrench ratchet with a 14 socket and a ratchet wrench 17 mil. The easiest on you. And you just get to cranking. You can use a socket and ratchet for the 17 up top on a Z and a G coupe, but on a sedan, the fucking trunk is all up in the way, dude. Like, the diff bushing was hard as hell to do because of the trunk being all up in the damn way. So pretty much just crank that hoe on there till she's snug. I don't know a fucking torque spec. I don't really go by torque spec. Fuck it. Just making sure shit's tight. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Diff brace installed. It's in there. So now my diff is extra secure. I'm gonna be double the amount. Hell yeah. So pretty much what that diff brace is gonna help with is wheel hop. Makes your diff more secure because of the one bolt that holds the differential on the rear. It's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. I recommend Z1 diff bushing, Z1 diff brace. Z1, you should sponsor me. You only need a jack, a safety jack right there. I was going to do both sides, jack both sides up, but I only had to jack this side up. And we're good. Thank you for watching.